My name is Henry Lee from BlueHeronArts.com. Today we're going to introduce you some basic strokes and method of painting roses. I'm using the basic set of 3 brushes. The combination brush with soft and stiff hairs, and the wolf hair brush, also the weasel hair small detail brush. The first thing, when you get a new brush, you need to soak them in clean water, and you can use your finger to squeeze it to get rid of the glue that holds the new brush. So you open it. Now you can see this combination brush with a stiff core and surrounded by soft hair. This bamboo and orchid brush, you can also use it for other tasks. And this is the weasel hair brush. So basically, we open the new brush first. And now I'm going to show you some of the ideas of painting rose. The difference between rose and other flowers, for example peonies or like camellia, whatever, is the shape of the petal. In the rose, it's more like a triangle. So 3 triangles group. They're in different. You can have small triangles if some artists do that, and then at the corner of the angle of each triangle to do another layer of triangles. And a large flower can have even more. So the outer shape of a rose is more like with corners or angles, not as round as others. This is the abstract kind of idea or principle, if you will. In modern design, computer design, we call this kind of set, the triangle fractal element or fractal design for this flower. Then you can develop a fractal flower based on these 3 strokes. But remember, don't repeat the same kind of stroke. So you should always vary each group or each element of the fractal. So this just gives you a basic building break. When you actually paint the rose, you should observe the spirit or grasp the feelings that you have when you observe real roses. You can see at an early example. In one of the early examples, I painted the last stage of the rose in the autumn, in a withered rose. So the petal can be more like a falling kind of. So you still 3 strokes, but it could be in different stage of blooming or other, like in the wind of frost or wind or rain. That gives more dew, obviously, like in the morning. That gives the spirit to our painting. Here are some outdoor studies I did in my backyard. in front of the real roses that we have. The pink ones, black lady, actually called the pink ones. These are done 5 years ago, around the end of 2005 towards 2006. Step by step, the black lady, one of my favorite subject matter, roses in my garden. Try to capture the spirit. You should try this outdoor painting if you have roses around. I found autumn roses most inspiring to paint. They are the last flower of the year, just like chrysanthemum. Look at the color. Beautiful. So you can practice this kind of strokes on a magic cloth like I'm doing, or a Buddha board, which is a little more expensive. The early strokes are disappearing. So this is also known as the disappearing paper or disappearing cloth. In this cloth is a very flexible. You can roll it, and it's easy to carry anywhere. And you can see they're disappearing before your eyes. That's why it's called a magic cloth. You can practice this kind of strokes. So when you paint with actual paints or ink, you will be more familiar with the moves. This kind of strokes are very basic for leaves. A rectangular shape of a stroke. And you can combine two to get a larger leaf, or just one single stroke for the side view. Each leaf stem has 5 or 3 sections with rows. Now I'm going to use the real rice paper, a Chinese shrine paper, to paint. The vertical strip it's about the half of the large sheet that comes with the paper, and I cut in half. And vertically cut a quarter out, and then it's like a T-shaped cut of the regular table-size rice paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is the petals of the rose. I will load with this basic combination brush. First, use a little bit white and lots of water. At this point, by the way, you can use a little glue water just to reduce the smearing effect on the rice paper. And then a little bit what we call this rose color. It's a new Marie's Chinese painting color. It's not in the sets, you have to buy it individually. So we get a light pink, see that? And then load only the intense rose color in the middle of the brush. Keep the bottom light, okay? And then touch a little rouge color. Rouge is a dark, very dark crimson. Or is there a crimson kind of color? And just on the tip, you can even touch a little indigo blue to make it really dark. So we have a gradation from the dark to light. So choose a spot on the composition. So I'll do 3 little strokes, a triangle, remember? And then vary the position to do another larger group. I manipulate the bottom of the heel of the brush, so to create the shape, you know. Another layer of triangle. When the brush gets dry, you move slower until it's exhausted. Okay, then reload the same. Little white, some glue water to get the light pink, and a little. This one it will be lighter, so I use less rose color, and again some rouge a little bit to the front. Let's change the perspective a little bit. And you can draw the dark part of the petal first, if you will. 3 strokes. And then make up the lower part. And you just make some random strokes to blend in. Remember the the shape of the entire rose flower is the one with corner or angles. So their tip, you know, not a round one. And we can do another back view. We'll do the stem. And, maybe a little bud. Okay. I'm getting some green color, dark green, or actually dark green and light green variation, and a little bit orange color to the front. And you can touch a little rouge to do the calyx, or the crown of the flower. And the stem. You don't have to blend color too well, just let it blend on the paper. I like to do the whole plant of rose, so the cans of the flower developed this year, and the old trunk and the root, near the root, the old like woody trunk. So I use some gray color, just brown and blue mix, a little bit ink. Some very light, dirty color or earthy color, if you can call it. You can add a little glue in it to keep the consistency, so it will not bleed and create more dry effect that we like. So it's not wet enough. I mean dry enough. You can move the stroke faster to get the roughness of the old. You can actually use this stiff brush. It's better for the stain. Should have changed the brush. This warp hair brush. This is the union of the cans. A big ball kind of. A secondary or guest. Okay, now the leaves. Mold with indigo and red and yellow mix to get the transparent green color, and you don't have to make it really even. Some could be more blue, some more yellow, it's fine. And mix a little ink to tone down the brilliancy, to make it a little gray, and a little bit dark to the front. And pay attention on the group of the leaves instead of just individual strokes. You always paint like a bamboo. You always paint in 5 or 3 in a group. And you try to vary the colors and contrast between dark and light. You don't have to be following the lighting. It's more we call like yin-yang contrast and balance. So the light next to dark help each other. The younger leaf shoots are more yellow and a little bit rouge. The leaf become less sections. It will become just one on the top, 3 or 5 on the bottom. The leaves are drier. It could have some brown in the autumn, the leaves. could turn yellow and brown, orange color. And now I'll add a little more branches. Let's do a old like the pot of a dried flower, or this is kind of seed. Some dried branches. We don't do the background, just suggestively. So exhaust all the colors. In every little mode you have all the variations. And now before the leaves get dry, we can use the smallest brush among the basic three, the Weasel hair brush, to do the veins on the leaf. So I load the brush with dark ink, and on the younger leaves you can mix some orange color and the rouge. It's kind of dark reddish brown color. Dark veins on the dark leaves. You can mix some dark indigo to make it dark blue, gray, to do the green leaves. Now redefine the leaves directions, if you will. Don't have to follow exact direction of the original stroke. So it could be defined this different ways. See? Many different ways. Oh, don't forget the thorns. I use dark rouge and ink, create a dark rouge. And this is how I do it. Press and then lift swiftly, very abruptly. So it's like a chocolate chip. Is it? Press and lift while pouring on the one direction. Look. So the thorn don't have to be very long. So you lift right away. When I do fast, you won't see the. Just practice a little bit, you'll get used to it. Think of chocolate chips when you do it. Okay. We can dot some, what we call them, mouse dots on the ground, or just leave it as is. In the past, some viewers have suggested me not to do the grass like a childish style, so I avoid that mistake, or that kind of stuff. Just leave it blank, I think. And finally, I would find a place to write the inscriptions, or just the short signature if there's no room. This small brush is used as a signature brush also. Okay. It seems like the aged chunk is not dark enough. We can use some shading technique to enhance it, but you don't have to. You should avoid doing it right away. Wet in wet, maybe not a good idea on this. So I will wait until it dries enough, but not completely dry. You can use your hand, your palm to feel it. Many artists use their arm as a little iron to dry the parts quickly. That really works. And you can feel it, the moisture. Then I use a very dry brush. What I did was I squeezed the brush so there's no water in the bottom of the brush. Okay, and then I load some dark browny gray just on the front part, and I will do an incomplete kind of outline, if you will, very suggestively. It's like a shading. So let it blend in some part with the original color. To indicate the woody quality of this part. Some can go outside the color, some inside. And you can do some shading like that. So the knots, the scars, all that feeling. It could also have thorns, I think. Some shading until the brush exhausted. Now, the place to write inscriptions. For this composition, the best I think is to be on the top. So I'm writing a short title. 秋 is autumn. And beauty. The year of tigers. Okay, my signature. Then put my name chart. Okay, now the mood seal on this column. Now this is also known as the corner seal. It says 500 and my last name Lee. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Happy painting. Bye bye. I feel like we need another side seal here. We'll close the composition. So put another side seal. Yeah, that balances the whole, harmonize the flow of energy. The three seal in a triangle. Everything is triangle in this composition. Hello everybody, I'm Henry Lee of BlueHeronArts.com. Now I have a new set of Chinese watercolors to show you. This is the new Marie's Chinese painting color, the 24 color sets. 24 color set. As indicated by this cover box, the new colors introduced by the Maris are the rose and some ready-made green colors. The best feature of this set is said that it's the media that used, binding media used in the paints itself, and it's now called the Chinese Sumi color, Chinese Sumi color. And this, by the way, is endorsed by the famous Chinese artist Han Meilin, who is in charge of the Olympic game symbol designs in 2008, if you can recall. And here is the content. You can see there are more colors than ever before, and they have introduced a new media that is in between the gouache and the watercolor, so it flows with the ink better on rice paper. And you can see the new color. It's a rose, and by the way, today I'm going to test this color in front of a rose. It's perfect. You don't need to mix to get the color of rose. And we also have the earthy red and a nice olive green color. This one I like a lot. I'm going to test that one when I do the leaves. Okay, on this ceramic floral palette, I have 3 colors to start with. One is white, and I use some water to dilute that first in the bottom of the brush. And now the rose color, you can see it's a nice pink color. The rose, new Maris color. By the way, you can get individual tube from our website, blueheronarts.com. Finally, I touch a little bit traditional rouge to the tip, and then I choose a flower to do. Let's do this the front view one. I start from the center. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, I love this rich yet very flow kind of, you know. It smells on the rice paper unlike the gouache color, but it's heavier than regular watercolor. Let me give you a closer look. And this is the flower I was painting after. And this is the strokes, the painting I did with a new Maris rose color. So I reload the brush again with some white and rose color, then a little rouge. Now this time I'm going to do a side view. If this is the host, the guest must be smaller. Happy. No copy. My dog. Oh, you want to say hi? And this is the flower I was looking at when I draw this one. So it's very important to grasp the spirit. So we don't cut the flowers in and put it in a vase. We don't have a category in Chinese painting called still life. Even we do that, it's still considered in a natural environment with the wind and the dew, or all the natural. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the leaves. Now I got some ink and the olive green color from the new Maurice 24 color series. You can see it's a nice green, olive green, and I will tinge a little rouge to make a rose color leaves or stem. By the way, the paper I'm using is double layer shan, which is literally stick press two layers of single shan together. You don't need to blend too much, just let the paper, the color blend on the paper. No matter what color you use in Chinese painting, you always add water to it. The amount of water is very crucial. So even with muddy colors, you will turn nice. So we always mix multiple colors with ink even together, but add adequate amount of water to make it semi-transparent. You want to show the I'm going to draw some tender leaves. So with rouge mixed with olive. No, I like the flower palette a lot better because as you see, as you saw, the color tend to run into the ink. So you can use compartments on the flower palette to control that. Do back view. Now I'm going to add the veins to the leaf suggestively. And finally, I'm going to add the thorns to the stem that will complete the picture. Then finally, sign. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.